believe we've seen it before, and I kind of think it was one of those examples of perhaps seeing the movement used against him, where he was going so fast that he was going quite careless when we would normally see him play a champion that has this level of speed, where, you know, sometimes just like, right, I'm going so quick, I can get in and out, I can just cycle the items really well, and you stop taking care around corners, right? You stop calculating the risks. Effortless has been a little bit vulnerable to that in the past. We'll see if he's going to change it up a little bit today. Prediction-wise, though, who do you think has the edge here, Effortless or Dramis?
I think it's going to be really close. I don't even know if I could call it. I think it's probably going to be 2-1, but I don't know who's going to get the edge. Really depends on who plays the cleanest, and that LG already off the bat, extremely clean, denying that jump over to the rail. There's the peeker as Effortless struggling a little bit. LG out, takes a lot of damage, needs to be careful. Dramis looking for that rail shot, will miss. 56 HP, Effortless playing really slow now, doesn't want to give up this frag too early.
Nice timing on the jump down from Effortless in between the rail shots, though, so it's going to keep him out of harm's way temporarily. But I really think I rate Dramis in this series, man. I think he's been having quite a good climb, sorry. And just by recent results, I think he just looks like he's in a little better shape. That said, yeah, the champion pick might change this up a little bit, and I'm interested to see how Dramis plays without. Looks like right now, only 1 minute in though, that looking just fine with that Ranger pick.
Yeah, relentless aggression there. Dramis knew he was weak. Just used the LG to take him out and get that frag. There's a good rail at distance from Effortless. Dramis needs to be careful not to push through that corridor. He's going to opt for the 50 instead and drop down. A little bit of rocket damage from above. And Effortless with another great rail. There comes the peeker, immediately getting dealt with. Missing on that rail. That would have tied it up at 1. He's going to push in with the rocket into rail right before the heavy pickup, and that's going to be huge for Effortless. A great play there.
One of those rails that you very much needed to shoot. He was quite weak, so a return shot there from Dramis would have been potentially bad news. In the heat of the moment, though, landing the shot, impressive stuff. Able to get a rail on deck. Dramis just fresh off collecting that Mega, so importantly for Effortless, he's really able to kind of undo a lot of that work. He swapped at the last minute, ding, there it is. He's able to pick up another frag. Dramis caught in a really weird position, so good stuff from Effortless to pick that one back up. Get a little bit of extra time. Thankfully, Dramis, fresh off the spawn, hasn't got the kind of weapon that he can really use to challenge that angle, even if he could see it.
And I love that swap to heavy machine gun a lot. Why put all your eggs in one basket with the rail? Just use the chip, you know he's low. Secures the frag 2-1. That was a really good play by Effortless.
Now that jump pad's been used, Effortless knows about it. Getting some more of those rails. Dramis getting bullied quite a lot with this, actually. Effortless getting some of that immediate information. Alright, he's not around the corner, maybe I thought he was. Didn't have a lot of information before this fight started. A few missed shots, and the combo piece. Rocket into rail.
Picks him out of the sky there. Great use of the dire orb to kind of fake out the drop. Get that frag back at 2 as we were rounding the 3-minute mark. Needs to be careful. Effortless coming around the corner where the rocket doesn't hit on target. Mega will get picked up for free by Dramis as he makes his way over to the heavy. It's not going to be up for a while. Effortless waiting on that rail edge, looking for any kind of opening here. Dramis doing the same towards Telly. They might meet over at this rail. Effortless has to have heard that. There's one rocket. There's a rail combo, and Dramis finally looks at what's happening, and wow, rocket into Shub Slayer. Effortless gives him a smiley face and says, okay, maybe I deserve that.
That's just perfect execution from Dramis. Opting to go point blank, but oh, he's going to get juggled a little bit himself thanks to the LG. Answering him back and keeping him airborne. I think that getting constantly stuck in the air worked really badly there for Effortless because he's trying to get a little bit of extra LG damage, but while he's being just completely juggled around in the air, kind of hard to get your bearings when you're flying around all over the place. And Dramis has been able to survive that exchange. I think that juggle, even if it's just not about the fact that he didn't need the frag in that situation, it was just push Effortless far enough away that I can retreat safely. And that's exactly what he was able to do. No need to collect those hourglasses yet, because he's already like, 3-4 seconds away from having his dire orb ready. Now he can use the orb, and if he needs to retreat, he can to get a little bit more of the cooldown on deck, if it calls to it. Dramis looking to control the mega health as it's about to spawn. Plenty of rails to keep him at arm's reach. And now, there's the mega. So, he's looking for that final shot.
Ooh, good shot from Effortless there.
Tagged.
Dramis tries to get a crazy rail shot as he drops. He's going to go all in, rockets and orb, into more rockets, and they will have the mutual frag come out. That was very ballsy from Dramis, but he makes it count. Does have the frag lead still in a fortunate spawn. He's not going to have great weapons, but he is going to have access to that mega rather quickly.
Tries to tri-bolt the best he can, but I mean, rail versus tri-bolt from that range, only so much you can do, really. He's going to get tagged immediately by Dramis' rail. Dramis in a great position. Has his dire orb moments away from coming back. Effortless. The one thing is that he's got a lot of stack working here. Nice amount of HP. And soon to be heavy at the same time. So the items are going to be in the favor of Effortless so far. But for how long? He has got access to a rail at last. So he can fight for this one. Rail's going to miss. Very back and forth so far. We've just hit that halfway point. There is only one frag that separates these players. Here comes Pika. A lot of damage, and we're going to see almost a solo frag coming out from Pika alone. But that damage is going to be more than enough for Effortless to take and fight. He's going to double back. Watch out, the belly of the beast. An odd time to go down there. The rocket in play. Very easy to think that it was his time to go in, but I just think that Dramis, that's kind of what he wanted to happen.
The LG just didn't connect after all that peeker damage. He's like, surely this is mine. And Dramis says absolutely not. Denies it with great rockets. A great rail as he jumps across. 2 frag lead. He's going to jump across to the rail. There's a lot of LG coming out. Needs to be careful. Dire Orb is up. There's another combination. Wow. Rocket into the Dire Orb. Getting a lot of mileage out of that. Not a full shove, but that's okay. We'll give it a half shove there. Dramis takes another frag off Effortless. Trying to spam some nails here, fighting for position on this Mega. I love the double back. He's like, I know I hit you before the Mega, I'm going to peek again and hit you after the Mega. Well done to Dramis as he gets a free heavy.
Peek 100% was just Dramis saying, well, I know I'm not going to kill him here, but if I can at least undo the damage that the Mega was able to create, then, you know, that's a win in itself. It's going to keep Effortless that specs behind. And thanks to those really odd frags, I suppose, that took place, Dramis is easily in the lead. But by all means, this comeback could happen. The Pika is going to get destroyed. Mega just about to spawn. Dramis going to try and get in and out. No bother. But with that heavy about to spawn as well, we might see another frag picking up here. If Effortless can get in and out in time, the rocket is going to do a pretty decent amount of damage. I have to say, 87 is nothing to shy away from. And Dramis can just maintain this patient game if he wishes to. Dramis is now going for that double back. No significant delay in between Mega and Heavy, so we might be able to see somewhat of a trade-off. Nice reactionary rail going down towards the jump pad, punishing him for it. But I think we might see a trade-off, unless Effortless deems it too risky. Going in for the small armor, but has to watch out for the Dire Orb. I really fear that Effortless is constantly almost underestimating the range of it. What? A turnaround into the rail! I was almost guaranteed to say Effortless was going to die there, but what a shot! He needed to land it, and that one moment of survival might have brought Effortless back into the fight. We'll have to see.
Absolutely huge from Effortless there. As Dramis thought he had him dead to rights, shotgun out, but quicker on the trigger is Effortless with the railgun, gets that frag. 2 down. Still a lot of time, 2.5 minutes. This is a rather large map, but again, on the Strog, rather quick. He can traverse the map at will. But time is ticking, and he does need to try and find at least another frag here. Heavy's going to be the next item up. There's the jump pad play into rockets. Good LG from Dramis, but he took so much damage. This might be the closing frag right here. There it is, 1 more on the board. 2 minutes left. I like Effortless's odds if he can keep the pressure up.
A lot of potential to take this Dramis with a really bad spawn. He's going to try and Dire Orb, but you need the right weapon to combine with it. And machine gun, starting machine gun was definitely not the one. And just like that, Effortless has been able to actually bring himself back into this fight. That one moment where he turned it around on staircase. Crazy to think how much implications this actually has. He's going to hit a rail. Dramis quite weak, and oh no, wow. Really bad time to call Pika. Dramis just punishing it heavily.
That was such a gamble. You hit the opening rail. He could have gone for another one and just tried to get away, but instead now Dramis in the driver's seat. Up a frag, 1.5 minutes left. There's a good rail. Dire Orb up to the Mega, which is going to be up in 2. Effortless can't contest for it. Heavy's not going to be up for another 10 seconds. Eats another rail, and it's looking worse and worse for Effortless. Almost hits the drive-by rail there. Dramis is going to catch him out with the LG, though. This is going to be another frag, and that's 8-6.
It's kind of a bit of a heartbreaker, really, to have done so much work to undo the damage, and just like that, Dramis is able to turn it around almost just as fast as you have. 1 minute warning has happened, so not a lot of time left. Dramis is going to miss that rail, give his position away as well. Somewhat of breathing space for Effortless, who definitely needs to chase this one down. You know, he's not going to be looking for that magical 10 seconds left. He's going to run in and steal the Mega. Is it enough, though? That's what I wonder. Rocket's going to miss. Here comes Pika. He misses the shot, but no! That could have been a punish. Effortless picks up the rail anyway.
And I have no idea why Dramis went up that jump pad. He overcommitted. He still has the frag lead by 1, but now he needs to be extremely careful for the last 30 seconds. Heavy's going to go to Effortless, and now it's just pure seek and destroy as Dramis trying to hold on for dear life here on map 1.
Looking for the teleport mix-ups. He's going to go down towards LG instead. Very dangerous to go down near Catacombs. There's nowhere to run. Has got the verticality though, and he is going to maybe pop it. No, he sticks around. Potentially overstays his welcome.
Oh
Dramis
my God!
didn't teleport! I cannot
5
believe Dramis
seconds.
did not teleport to that orb. I can only assume it was a mistake. He threw the orb directly into the air, but he just didn't teleport to it. I was confident he was trying to lure him into the Catacombs, go up for the up top orb, and literally Effortless would not have been able to catch him in time.
All he had to do was just get out of there. I don't know if you're right. Maybe he did throw it straight up and it wouldn't have done anything, but anything was better than that. Now Effortless ties it at 8. Stacks are about even.
I'm sure I saw the orb go up there. Oh, man. Can Dramis correct the wrong? Effortless has taken a lot more damage. Too much for him to be comfortable. And watch out. Do not want to get caught in a bad spot now. There's no armor. He was railable for a fair amount. That has swiftly changed. Thankfully, in and out. What a rocket, too. And he's 100 damage to boot. Watch out for that. Jump pad being a bit more reactionary rail towards that jump pad. Dramis looking to finish it. Correct the wrong. This map should have been his 55 seconds ago. I still am so curious as to what happened there. I'm sure Dramis threw the orb up towards near where Rail was, and that would have been it. There was no way Effortless would have been able to catch him. Unless he just missed the orb or something
That's
similar.
the only thing I could think of here. As Effortless misses with the Rail, he's going to try and peek again at the Heavy, but doesn't want to risk another shot as he goes up the jump pad. Good
What
rail
a
from
shot.
Dramis.
Yeah, watch out because he's railable. Even now, getting hit by one rail was bad news. There's no armor around near Effortless, which is in many ways going to be the beginning of the end if he gets railed. You know, Dramis is going to go in for the kill. Effortless is being very careful, showing a lot of respect to that.
Slowing things down here, Mega's going to go to Dramis. Effortless is completely okay with that. The stack on Dramis is gigantic. Effortless has to be able to hit and run here, has to try and find some sort of rail angle, chip away. He can't give up complete control, but it looks like he's going to here, as Dramis will take the Heavy, and the stack is just so huge. Effortless needs to find some sort of damage here. 2 rockets, no dice, a little bit of LG, literally 1 cell here as he's backing away. He can't hit the rail. He's doing his best to escape, staying out of harm's way.
Every time he misses a shot, though, my heart stops. At any one of these moments when he misses a rail shot, Dramis could try and just turn the tide on him. He's got the Dire Orb, too. That's a lot of burst. Speaking of burst, doesn't teleport to it. Doesn't want to take the risk. Effortless. Hang on a minute, Dramis. I fear that he's really fumbled this fight. He chose not to teleport towards the orb in time. Left it out, but committed to the fight anyway. Gave up so much damage in return, and now Effortless is in position to take this Mega. If he takes this Mega, and then gets to the Heavy.
This could be huge here. Dramis with a bit of a misplay. Now he's on the back foot, needs to be careful. Heavy's not up for a long time, though. Dramis has a decent stack. Effortless playing slow, avoiding the rocket damage. I like it. 10 seconds left. Catches him out. Doesn't land the damage. There's the peeker. Quickly negates that. Dramis has the upper hand quite literally as he's on that bridge. Effortless tried to put below. Dramis will drop right into his lap. There's the Dire Orb, and the LG will do it. Effortless takes it, and all in from Dramis doesn't happen. It doesn't work. I don't understand. I don't know why he decided to go all in that moment. Maybe he thought he had the jump on him, but Effortless, the shaft, too strong, takes map number 1, 9-8.
I mean, the only thing that we can really take away from the ending of that was just Dramis with horrific misplays in those fights at the last second. You know, the fact that it even went to sudden death, I feel like it shouldn't have happened, but it did. That was just entirely coming down to Dramis. I really would love to kind of go back and watch that match and just see what went wrong with the orb. That was his map. It was on a silver plate. All he had to do was take it, right? But unfortunately, did not go his way. Something at the very end happened there that caused the orb to not go through. Whether he missed it, whether he didn't teleport to it in time, I don't know. But either way, he was left in no man's land with nowhere to run. And then, with complete ultimate control, mishandled the final fight as well. I'm really shocked that it happened. It feels very unlike Dramis for a fight to go that badly for him, but hey, props to Effortless. He played well and he capitalized accordingly. Can't be mad about that. We have no choice but to move on.
Yeah, I'm really wondering if he can shake that one off, because that one's going to hurt more than most. We see a lot of good use of Dire Orb into Rocket, Rocket into Dire Orb there. I really do wonder where that Dire Orb went. that would have been the game. All he needed to do was take it, but the only thing that makes sense to me is it was a misplay where it got stuck on the wall, and if he would have used it, he would have just fallen right back down to where he was. But even then, that would have eaten, like, what, maybe 2-3 seconds, depending on how high up it got. I don't know. Absolutely brutal there, but well done. Effortless hanging in there.
Oh, that was such a misplay too. But here, we're starting to reach the point where we get to see what went wrong. I'm really curious as to what happened. So after this frag, I imagine, or after this play in general, he turns around to stay safe, gets that really awesome round. This was the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm positive he used the orb. Oh, I wonder if it got stuck on the roof. Either way, he didn't teleport to it. That almost looked like an explosion. Perhaps he did try and throw the orb and it got stuck earlier and then maybe detonated automatically. But this was where it all went wrong for Dramis, just by far overcommitting to that final fight.
Was he trying to jump to rail?
Maybe.
I think he maybe missed the jump to rail because that all-in didn't make sense to me at all, but I mean, luckily for Effortless, he had the LG out and he capitalized.
Yeah, so I mean, well, we have Molten Falls up next, so we're going to see another change of pace, so we're going to see a different map go in. That kind of map, though, can definitely affect a player, can't it? You know, losing in that manner probably doesn't feel good because ultimately there's really nothing else at play. They're just errors on Dramis' part. A map that, by all accounts, should have been his, that wasn't. I mean,
10 seconds away.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
So actually just got confirmation from production as well that saw it on the other end. The dire orb did get stuck on the wall, and that's what went wrong. So he just tried to throw it. The idea
in relation
was there.
to time, though, would it have eaten enough time, I wonder? If it got stuck directly on the wall, it would have done nothing.
I can only assume that if it got stuck on the wall and he teleported, he would have appeared to it and then fallen down. And
but
just
is
got
that
killed
enough?
anyway.
I forget exactly where the timer is. I think maybe we can see it. Maybe later as we get into
at some point.
Second
Eventually.
map here. Eventually. Look, I can dream, okay? And so can Dramis. You can dream away that defeat here. So Effortless up 1-0. We're getting into Molten. It's going to be Visor and Galena. Off to a pretty standard start here for Dramis. I like the fact that he went straight for the vials to get that vision back. Misses with that rail.
Piercing sight rails are a bit of a heartbreaker to miss. I think you set up so much of your own ability resources to try and get it through, but Effortless with that Galena. He's done some really good stuff with this champion before, actually, and we've seen Galena all day in the hands of a really control-heavy player, how she can just put his chokehold on. We're going to see some of the dodges. Dramis going in for the fight, of which he takes quite comfortably. Frag number 1's going to go in his favor, and the reward for the heavy. And now this means he can try to press a little bit. Thankfully, because of what he's left on the map, he's been able to get the vials too. So Piercing Sight should be back soon. Yeah, he got a nice level of reward for that one frag, to be honest. Effortless jumping down, trying to fight. Maybe try and keep control for a potential heavy. Repositioning nice and quickly, but a really good rail, actually, in fact. And now that Piercing Sight to shut off any advance he can. Effortless not really near any armor, which makes it quite scary for him. A really good rocket, but it's going to be answered back with an even better rail. Dramis very much, I think, showing us that he's not phased by how Blood Covenant ended. And new day, new me.
Yep, he's like, the last one was free, but not this one. As he hits a rail, switches to rockets, looking for that damage. A little bit of damage, pushing him with the LG. That's a little crazy. The nail's not landing, luckily for him. 33 HP, both players extremely weak. Pops the vision, and Effortless delays the jump pad, and then hits it at the appropriate time, gets that frag. Well done to Effortless to be a little bit patient, as Dramis was looking for that jump pad immediately, and he has overstack now, so Effortless is going to be even more powerful as he grabs that heavy.
But I feel like an extra bonus was the fact that Dramis had popped his Piercing Sight right before he died, so he's gone in. As you can see on the cooldown, he's been able to pick up some of the vials, so he's been able to undo it just a little bit, but not having that fresh off the spawn can make it quite hard to get back on. Popping the Piercing Sight before he even have a chance to pop the Piercing Sight. No way of seeing that Dramis is coming up right behind him. Or Effortless, sorry, was coming up right behind Dramis. Not that it really mattered, he was able to pick it up anyway, but it's just a funny turn of events, really. Because he got the frag and Effortless did the job for him!
Wow.
Point blank rail! Putting all of his eggs in one basket. And he hits the money shot, so thankfully he's able to survive that one 4-1. And the Mega's been collected. Looking a lot more like Dramis' map.
Yeah, ran out of rockets, but he's like, no rockets, no problem. Nails the rail. And ooh, that one was extremely close to Dramis' face here. Effortless is down by 3. He's going to eat a totem. Not a huge deal. Again, the totem's not doing a lot of damage, but they add up and they give away your location, so that could be enough for Effortless as he's positioning himself for this heavy now. Pushing in with the LG. The heavy's going to go to Dramis. Rockets raining down. Can Effortless get this frag? No, he goes all in. Dramis has a better stack, and now he has a 4 frag advantage.
Unfortunate rockets too for Effortless. I really feel like with the amount of rockets he fired out, he should have done significantly more damage than he did. That said, the totem's going to give away some positioning, so Effortless is at least going to have some of that all-important information. Wow, Dramis almost walking straight into that one. And a direct at that health would have killed outright. 100 HP and no armor.
Good use of the tri-bolt. They're into the rail. I like it, but he took a lot of damage. Needs to be careful here. He's got a 50 shard and 225s to work with. Effortless still really weak. One rail could do it. Another one. And switch to LG. As Effortless picks up the 25. Very, very close, but standing his ground a little bit too much. Maybe overconfident. I don't know.
Well, I know so far there's been a next level of comfort from Dramis, who I was kind of worried about watching him play without crouch slide champions on a regular basis, to be honest. I'm not saying that he's carried in any way, it's just, you know, it's clearly his a style of champion that he excels with, and without it, I was, you know, a bit of a question mark for me, really, but I feel like on this map so far he's doing more than well. Even without piercing sight, obviously he's managing it, but Effortless has been kind of giving himself to Dramis in some of these fights too. I think he's going in at really incorrect times.
He's pretty fantastic with all the champions, but definitely his bread and butter is, look at that cheeky totem placement there. Dramis gets rid of that immediately. He's even better with crouch sliding champions as opposed to the other champs. But Dramis looking very strong, 5 frag lead, a lot of work for Effortless here. Totem goes down. Dramis fighting from below with that LG, daring him to drop, and there it is. As Effortless drops, he might be able to win the heavy, and there it is. The LG will melt him. A little bit of a misplay there. I think Dramis could have at least stolen the heavy on his way out. Missed rail from Effortless off the spawn. No big deal, as the Mega is right behind him, and he's going to grab first control. That is a huge rail from Dramis.
Anytime you get the opportunity to rail someone fresh off a big pickup, then you're always going to call it a win, aren't you? He's now going to press in plenty of cells to get the job done, but honestly, minimal damage actually in return. Here comes the totem again, trying to strong arm his way into the heavy. Missing the rail. Ah, Dramis punishing that miss.
Uh-oh, Effortless with the LOL. Just saying.
Every time I see typing in chat like this, I actually get a bit concerned. I feel like you're losing concentration. You know,
that's one thing that Effortless needs to work on, because he is an emotional player. There's the all-in, the pickup for the Mega, not coming out from Dramis, but he is going to land 2 great rails, putting Effortless in a corner, and the LG. Oh man, this might break his back right there. He had everything going for him, and Dramis still literally gives up the item and still gets the frag.
Now he's looking for a rail. How he hit that rail is insane. Almost like a half prediction rail, like just in case. I know a lot of players at this level will kind of have that muscle memory, right, of through the teleporter, mouse shake here, left click just in case they're there. But Effortless actually looking a little bit lost. I'm not quite sure what that spam was about. But Dramis collecting another major pickup. In this case, Dramis has plenty of information. He's reaching a point where he can start to change the pace if he wants. Start being defensive. LG needs to finish it. Effortless gets the rail. Very, very important 1-2. Especially if he missed that rail and died for it. I fear that would have been, you know, going back into that causes you to be a bit emotional, right? But he's hitting some of these shots that he needs to hit. But not before Dramis can undo the wrongs almost immediately.
Fantastic rockets. I can't help but think over by the rail, Dramis was just kind of plus forwarding into, you know, a terrible fight. The LG was far superior. And again, here's more LG in his face. Dramis just not afraid to take those fights, even with rockets out, not at height disadvantage. 225's going to him. Stack's going to look a little bit better, almost even for both players, as he's going to drop down to the heavy. The tri-bolt, a lot of damage, but he's not willing to commit and try and drop for it.
Yeah, he's in such an advantage at this situation. He doesn't necessarily need to overcommit just yet. You know, he can play that defensive game. He knows he's going here near Mega. Can even afford to concede this if he wants to, because he has the comfort zone. Looks like Effortless is not interested, though, as he pushes forward. I can only assume perhaps Dramis really expected Effortless to sit around and get Mega first.
Yeah, no fear from Effortless there. As time is ticking and down 5, he's got to start making some plays like that. That's a good play to start. Great rail from Dramis to keep him away. Misses with the second one. He's going to go to Effortless, and he's going to have the stack to try and push this again. There's the LG swap to rockets. Dramis hitting a lot of damage. 9 HP on Effortless, but he gets the frag ultimately, and that's exactly what he needs with 2:30 left on the clock. Down goes a totem. Could catch him out on the stairs. Dramis wisely backs away. Won't have vision for another 10 seconds.
So easy to have someone, you know, in that kind of fight and go, oh, that's fine, I'll just respawn and refrag, and then you remember, oh, it's Galena. And if she's got a totem, then her weak stack does not exist anymore. Here comes another fight. Effortless, nice and healthy for it. Dramis with the rocket 1 HP. Die hard. And he's going to get the heavy taken away too. And even the moment it looks like Effortless is about to make a comeback, you can steal one frag away here and there. makes such a great deal when it comes to wasting time. There's less than 2 minutes on the clock now. Dramis looking for that reactionary rocket. Even if he dies here, the question is how much damage will he do to Effortless? Answer, probably not much, because totems, dude.
Yeah, Effortless looking healthy, but he still needs this frag. This could be a huge one here as Dramis.
Oh, no!
Oh, the misplay with the rocket sends him flying, and the rail is just enough, and the heavy, and that is gotta be painful. 5 frag differential still, as it feels like Effortless has done so much work, but the score hasn't budged. Down 5 still. So much machine gun damage on the way out, as Dramis needs to avoid that totem. He's going to grab a 25. Effortless trying to rocket jump off the wall, but instead rocket jumps straight into a big ol' ball of lightning there.
I mean, that kind of frag is so hard to give up because you set yourself up to be knocked down. Not the frag that we just saw, the one where Effortless unfortunately shot the ground as he's trying to go for that, you know, that sort of vertical rocket, I suppose. When you're far behind and those kind of frags happen, they can really get to you. But now, here comes Dramis with a commanding lead, looking to extend. The heavy being collected might help him a little bit, but the rail again just looks like Dramis just has that extra edge of accuracy. Effortless caught around the corner. Dangerous situation. Nice amount of dodging so far. A little bit of rocket damage too. He has to chase this one down.
Ooh,
wonderful
that
shot.
Rocket. That was pretty. Dramis even hits him with the O-face. He's like, all right, I see you. I mean, I took the map, but I see you. That was a good shot. So Effortless just rocket jumping around. He kind of has to mentally calm down going into the third map here. Although, arguably, that first map was kind of a gift.
Yeah, but that's kind of my point, is that Dramis, I kind of feel like he's just had a bit of a more consistent Pro League so far. And with how the first map, it was Dramis, some very uncharacteristic mistakes of his own execution. You know, Effortless played well enough to be in that position where he could capitalize on the mistake. However, it was a mistake through and through. And it wasn't just one mistake, it was 2.
64% rail for Dramis.
Oh, absolutely. And I almost feel like sometimes when a map doesn't go your way, as catastrophically as Blood Covenant did, you almost feel like that woke him up. You know, did that wake up Dramis where he's like, right, okay, I know how to play this game, guys. Let me just quickly prove it to you real quick in the next map.
I can't believe that just happened to me. Kind of like okay, that's never going to happen again. I'm going to
well,
make
a wise
sure
man once said you hate to see that kind of thing happen.
Yeah,
and I feel like going into map number 2, I almost feel like it kind of just caused Dramis to just wake up, if anything else. It looks like a different Dramis to me. And it's just a different level of comfort, hitting all of his shots, taking the fights perfectly. And that's the Dramis we kind of expect to see.
Wake
but it's
up,
now going to be 1-1.
He takes that map convincingly, sending us into Corrupted Keep is going to be the next one. So, again, we mentioned the rail was fantastic. That's gone. No rail on Corrupted Keep, so that can't really bail you out. It's going to be all rockets, LG, and Nail. Looking very forward to that one. But some of these great shots from Dramis here, taking great fights, keeping Effortless at a disadvantage, and Effortless not really helping himself. We saw some of the misplays with the rockets, putting himself in a railable position, and Dramis right there to take advantage. And stuff like this, where Dramis, a little bit of a misplay, misses the Mega, still hits all these shots and rails, and Effortless still goes down after stealing away an item like that, and that's just gotta hurt.
But I'm looking at the champion picks for Corrupted Keep. I know you had a big fat question mark for the Anarchy pick from Dramis. But with how much I think momentum Dramis is facing and how this map was a very big turnaround, you almost wonder if is he gonna be feeling himself going into Corrupted Keep, and will the Anarchy pick make a difference?
I think he might be feeling himself, but he needs to be careful, to be confident, but not cocky. I mean, Corrupted Keep is a smaller map. Effortless is a great player. He plays Corrupted Keep a lot. I've seen him spar on it with Nosfa and other NA players, Rafa, The Hang. So it's going to be a close one. I'm very much looking forward to it. But again, I feel like Dramis should feel pretty confident, but not cocky. You never want to overextend.
Yeah, but with how we've seen the progress of these maps go, Effortless look quite uncomfortable on Molten Falls. Whether this is going to be another win for Dramis remains to be seen. I do favour him in this kind of situation, which is kind of how the maps have gone, really. He's going to spawned a perfect starting room for Anarchy, really, in this way. Going near that Mega and the injection combined. The fact that he's now got LG as well. LG versus Doomslayer makes such a huge difference, but Effortless is laying that pressure on thick, doing a lot of damage and forcing Dramis to pop the injection. But that said, as he's now cycling around, this is the other element of Anarchy. The speed of which he can navigate this map is in some ways unrivaled, because, you know, sometimes a map benefits a crouch slider or someone like, you know, a Slash or a Strog. I feel like it is purely Anarchy's movement and how twist and turny Corrupted Keep is that almost makes him that #1 pick. Beautiful super shotgun at close range. going against the Doomslayer, making it a 1-0 for Dramis, who now has a good stack and a lot of weaponry to get the job done. Going in, full speed ahead, point blank, rocket Effortless. Really trying to get some of that SSG, but missing his mark slightly. And now it's a 2-0 in less than 1 minute. Looking to be a good start for Dramis. Doesn't want to overextend too much. Here comes the rockets being peppered down. Watch out for the SSG. No armor to work with makes Dramis still a little bit vulnerable. And is he now going to wait around? Steals the Mega. But at what cost? Is he going to lose his life for it? Remains to be seen. But he's very, very weak.
So much damage. That was absolutely incredible. One of the interesting things about this matchup is the fact that you don't really see Doomslayer use Berserk a lot. It's more of a finishing / escape move, so you can't use something on cooldown constantly and steal away the shards from Anarchy. So Anarchy's going to be the one to constantly use Inject and maybe grab those shards and have the advantage.
Wow.
The shotgun straight to the mouth face. The Inject can't save you, and Effortless will tie it at 2 and grab the Mega. That was just a really great cutoff. That's one way to deal with an Anarchy, just post up with a shotgun in his face.
I love the accuracy too. Super shotgun. I gotta really say, it's not as easy to hit those kind of shots as it looks sometimes.
It's not.
You know, those real sweet spot super shotgun blasts, especially against someone like Anarchy, who's definitely being a noisy boy thanks to his noisy hoverboard. Not that it matters. The turnaround. He's gonna get it. Oh no.
Tilt mode army. Effortless needs to calm on down here. As Dramis with a great frag with the shotgun. Again, he needs to keep his wits about him. He needs to grab the heavy. There's the inject. A little bit of LG. Make that a lot of LG as Effortless. Not willing to give up on this fight here. The escape through the elbow for Dramis. And again, he has the shotgun out, like, just in case. Like, if you chase me, I will ruin your day again.
I love the choice of shotgun instead of rocket too. Obviously, you know, minimizing that splash damage. There's no reason to trade something out. I mean, SSG at point blank is kind of like your highest damage output. Shoutouts to Daisy. Here comes that movement now from Dramis, just trying to be nice and peaceful. Keep a mental note of that timing. There is, I mean, a barely noticeable split between Mega and Heavy, so Dramis is able to kind of just try and cycle around the map. Here comes that injection. The fight breaks out. Has to watch out for those grounded rockets. Oh, SSG's coming through again. The final shot. Effortless. Unable to finish the job, and Dramis getting the last laugh with that super shotgun. And he's got plenty of rockets, so no need to overextend. However, he's pretty weak.
All I'm saying is that when Dramis killed Effortless with the shotgun and Effortless was like, Raffle, okay, Dramis has been using the shotgun a lot more. Mind games, just saying. He's going to drop down and get these shards and get Inject right back. And he is just doing a great job of cycling Inject as best as he can.
Oh, shout out to that clean movement right there. That was crispy. And Dramis, although he hasn't got 100% stack, I think he was able to at least bully Effortless and scare him away. Just a bit until he came back and just deleted him for it.
Yep. By the time he realized what was happening, gone. That peppering of the heavy machine gun going to leave him a bit salty here as Effortless waiting on the tele exit, controlling mid-map. He's going to drop down onto the Mega uncontested. Still down by 1, but plenty of time, especially on a map this small, to try and regain not only the tying frag, but also the lead. There's a great cutoff straight into the face with that rocket. 100 damage as a double jump into the LG, but the shotgun takes him out again, and that might haunt him.
I kind of feel like the shotgun is the thorn in Effortless's side right now. You know, that the moment Dramis, it looks like Effortless has the upper hand. Dramis just consistently swaps to SSG, and then kind of just hits perfect spreads.
Well, it doesn't help that Effortless just puts his head down and just hugs Dramis as the shotguns come out for both players, and again, Dramis gets the best of him, and I can't help but feel like, look,
no.
He's broken. He's a broken man. Somebody send help to his house immediately. All this shotgun play is driving him absolutely crazy, but he's the one that keeps plus forwarding immediately into his chest to give him a hug. Use the LG at bay. Dramis can do it. 7-3 as he's racking up the frags now, and yeah, he's got to put a stop to that immediately as we're hitting the 5-minute mark. Still within the realm of possibilities, but if he goes full tilt mode army, it's over.
But you do kind of look at this situation and you think, well, you know, fundamentally, if you want to shot, oh god, that wasn't a super shotgun, but it was a damn good shot.
Oh.
I do fear for Effortless at the moment. I think it's just, it feels like nothing's going right for him, and it is a combination of Dramis having this really reactionary combat skill. Like, you know, shout-outs to his weapon selection. Clearly, he knows the SSG is working, and Effortless is kind of not showing enough respect to that effective range, so Dramis is able to kind of just zip in and out. Thanks to that Anarchy movement, he's able to actually win these shotgun 1v1s because he's able to constantly get behind cover, reduce the effectiveness of the spread, whereas Doomslayer, a little bit of a slower champion, a lot more victim to the spread of an SSG. So there's very much a champion matchup going on here.
And again, I don't think we've seen one Berserk get popped. So Dramis is essentially getting these abilities and shards for free because Effortless can't contest him. He's not using his ability to grab the cooldown, so that's definitely playing into this here. As good damage coming out from around the corner, Effortless trying to find this frag, but
no
again,
escape.
Dramis with the defensive rockets. Absolutely incredible placement. Deletes him 10-3, 6 minutes into this duel, and Dramis is just looking so strong.
I definitely think this is a combination of Effortless looking a little bit checked out, and then Dramis playing exceptionally well. Like, you can clearly see that Effortless is getting a little bit upset by some of these frags, and Dramis is just playing his A game, and that's the worst combination.
Oh. Stop it. Stop that.
Speaking of A game, need I say more?
Oh, that's beautiful, Tribal. You love to see it. I mean, as Effortless, you hate to experience it, but... Oh, he can't do it. He can't buy a frag right now. He's getting so close, doing so much damage, but just can't put on the extra 10 or 20 damage each time.
Oh,
no!
no!
Oh, no! Can it go any worse?
Can I borrow a feeling?
Oh, I think he's numb. I don't think he has any feelings after this.
Poor guy. Doomslayer. That's not how Doomslayer wants to go out, man. That's not canon. But I'm pretty sure someone in chat right now is saying floor is lava. If there isn't, I'm disappointed in you all. But here comes the damage again. Effortless, watch out for the range! Dramis' weapon choice has just been sublime this entire time.
Spot on.
Dramis getting some tri-bolt damage, information. No need to spend ammo for anything else. Watch out! And Effortless, I really feel like Dramis has put the fear in Effortless, where Effortless now, he's not even remotely being point blank. He doesn't want to be close at all. I honestly think that the SSG has, like, put the fear in Effortless for the rest of this map.
Dramis just every situation that has come up, he's had an answer. He's like, oh, you're gonna get up close to me, shotgun. Oh, you're gonna play like mid-distance tri-bolt. That's a good frag from Effortless, but I can't help but feel like it's too little too late. He is gonna go potentially on a bit of a run here. 12-3 down. He did grab the heavy. Needs to be careful. Those defensive rockets again pestering Effortless. Good rocket in the boneyard there, and the follow-up to get it. That's exactly what he needs. But again, the time is gonna be his biggest enemy right now. Needs those 225s as well.
If anything, Corrupted Keep being a smaller map, there is the potential that you can kind of daisy chain them together. But even then, that's a lot of work to do.
I see what you did there, daisy. Right, right, I see that, right.
I'm going to pretend that was an intentional reference and just take credit for it anyway.
You did great. Uh-oh, there's good shotgun work. Switching to heavy machine guns. Drama's going to get away. He does with 25 HP. Now he's stuck in this awful position here. Surely this is going to be another frag for Effortless. There he is. Closes it out. A minute 20 left. 7 frags. Maybe. Maybe.
We'll see. You also have to demand that you chain the frags together and concede nothing, because you're just giving yourself, you know, a huge amount of work in return. Dramis can now just sit around and play this defensive game. Wonderful positioning, actually, with the plethora of escape options he had down there. I really like that choice.
1 minute warning.
1 minute warning. I think with a point of no return, to be honest. 40.
Yeah, I think we crossed that bridge a little bit ago, but I think what I learned from this set is Dramis was like, how dare you take that first map?
Yeah.
How dare you take that first map?
How dare you disrespect me in this manner?
Yeah.
Effortless just, yeah, knows there's nothing that can be done. And he's just running his anti-victory lap, I think, at this stage. There he is. Cut him up. Go on, cut him up. Nah, he's dead.
Just cutting up a little pizza there. Maybe some onions as the GG comes out from Effortless. 13-5, but I think Dramis might pile on a little more. Why not?
Record's a record.
Yeah, again, that first map insanely close, but I think with these two maps, Dramis kind of solidified the fact that you didn't win, I gave you that.
Ow. He tried to give us the berserk. But no, I agree with you 100%. I think it was uncharacteristic for Dramis to make the mistakes that he made.
It was one dire orb, right? It was literally one missed dire orb that cost him the game.
It was one missed dire orb, and then it was, after sudden death, just a really, either a missed jump towards rail, or a, I'm stacked and think I can win this fight, so I'm going to go all in, when it also wasn't the right time to do it. It was just a collection of errors made by Dramis that fundamentally, I'm trying really hard not to discredit the win from Effortless.
No, I mean,
but
you had to put
clearly
yourself
it
in a
was a
position
chain
to
of
punish
mistakes.
appropriately, so 100%, but you probably won't see Dramis make those mistakes again. And this whole thing is kind of a testament to how Quake is, yes, aim, reaction, timing, but it's also a mental fortitude, mental toughness. Can you stay in it? We kind of saw Effortless break a little bit, I feel like, on this map. And just as a player, you can't let that happen. You always have to try and be focused and in the game 100%.
For sure, and I kind of look at the way things have gone. So I said, I know this one series that we're having today with Dramis and Effortless, it's not really very impactful. You know, when it comes to like the general leaderboards, there might be a little bit of seeding that changes here and there. We'll have to just see the leaderboards at the end. But fundamentally, this one isn't really one that matters too much when it comes to the bigger picture of Italy. However, what it probably has done for Dramis is probably going to leave today thinking, damn, that really was a terrible map number 1. Let's make sure that doesn't happen when I go to Italy. You know, so he's always going to have that thought in the back of his mind that says, I got to bring my A game every single time without fail. And, you know, maybe it did take week number 10 for Dramis to have a terrible map 1 to go, right, well, at least I know that can happen now and not after Italy finishes.
Absolutely. Best to get it out of the way, and I feel like even when you win by a lot, there's always stuff to learn, and if you're not, then you're not humble enough. So there's always stuff to look at and get better at, especially going into a huge event like Italy this weekend. It's going to be gigantic, and you want to bring your A game, you want to play 150%, you want to be ready for anything.
As you can see, a collection of replays here where Effortless had temporary signs of life, but at that point Dramis had created such a crazy divide in between the frags that there really was only a fool's hope that Effortless was going to be able to bring that one back. You know, well played to both these players. Dramis getting all the information he's looking for, but fundamentally, yeah, done and dusted. Time to move on to the next one, I think.
On to the next one. We got 2 big ones coming up, I think. Nosfa and Saigib, and then, of course, the one everyone's waiting for, Rafa, Dehang, teammates going at it. And again, that side storyline of if Dehang drops 3 maps, Razy overtakes him in the top 4.
Exactly. So we have up next Nosfa versus Saigib, which is the rematch from week number 1. People are projecting this to potentially be different than it was before. Saigib did fall 3-0 to Nosfa in week number 1 of Pro League, but times change. We've had, can you believe it, over 2 months since then?
Yeah, crazy.
2 months since our first broadcast. I can't believe it myself.
Yeah, I can't. I can't believe. I feel like when Nosfa first got on the scene and he was playing, everyone was kind of like, high ping this, high ping that. But then he's like,
they
okay.
always do that though, don't they?
Yeah, but now he's like, I'll show you all. He had the performance at QuakeCon, and now week after week he's just playing, and he's turning some heads, and people are like, all right, I got to put respect on his name. That's fair.
It's about time. But it always happens. You got to fight for your place. As a player, you got to fight for your place for respect, and Nosfa did more than that. And then some. We're going to be seeing some more of him after a short break going up against Saigib. Don't go anywhere. This is week number 10 of the Quake Pro League, and we'll see you in a few minutes' time.